This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Wilson going to come out throwing. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Hey, 0-0.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll work down inside the 45. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Zebra. Go down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
There. 14. Hey, alert.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One left. Look out right there. Tempo.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Alert.
To throw is Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. 3rd down here.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That play stopped at its tracks by lineman Fadarian Mathis. 2nd and 12.
Hey, 14.
Now Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Packers. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And this time he is in. Yes. Kareem Hunt halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Hunt going to run for it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drop. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Hey, 0-0-0.
The tight end in motion right.
25.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Hunter, nice one on a punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold at 15.
Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
Hey, alert. Let's go double count right here, double count. Started. 12.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith catches left side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Patterson. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence able to find his man. It's Pickens. Touchdown, Jets. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 29, Wilson. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Block that. 36 power.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And it's a Packers touchdown. Dawson Knox. 31 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McPherson now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, Lawrence. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. They throw it out right complete. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Irv Smith Jr., 40 yards. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
117 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run again with Hunt, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Almost special! Almost special! Shot 50, shot 50!
They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Wilson wants to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Green Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.